Hello, welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranch. Tonight I will be giving you the Capper Comparison Picks for the main events, the feature fight, the co-main, and the main event of UFC 269. Be sure to check out the video I've done throughout the week covering every other fight on the card. I was gonna just skip this and just do my live stream, but I had to finish the card off like I said I would. I already had the research. I gotta stop being lazy. So I'm gonna present that to you right now, starting. Oh, what is that? A little Polly Pocket?
Well, there's a Polly Pocket and you can take the legs off the Polly Pocket, so just stick it in the hole.
Oh, cool. So, we're gonna start with the feature fight. This is taking place, it was supposed to be Leon Edwards and Jorge Masvidal, but Masvidal had to pull out due to injury. So now the feature fight is Hands of Steel, Geoff Neal and Santiago Ponzinibbio, the Argentine Dagger. Now, everybody already knows Geoff Neal messed up on Thanksgiving, caught a DW or a DUI, and illegal gun possession or something. But I mean, it was Thanksgiving. You gotta give him a break. The guy can't. I mean, he had a couple drinks. Thanksgiving, probably little family holiday. I don't know the deal with the gun or anything, but still, people are saying he should have been more serious about his training. Who gets drunk when they have, when they have a fight coming in a week or two? Who does that? Well, Geoff Neal does that, I guess. Anyway, so take that for what you will. I'm not gonna shame him for that, because you'd be surprised the athletes that actually enjoy their free time. They don't spend the whole time. But he's out on $2,000 bond right now, so he is not going to spend any time behind bars. He's still out. He's gonna fight tomorrow. People are saying this fight won't even happen because of that. Well, it is gonna happen. I watched the media scrum, the press conference, the pre-fight press conference with, all these guys and Sugar Sean O'Malley, Cody Garbrandt, Juliana Pena was in there, the whole Kai Car France. So pretty much the main card fighters were up there. They should have had Dominic Cruz on there, and but they didn't because he's on the prelims. So be it. Anyway, but a lot of people were in the chat were complaining about that, but nevertheless, I thought it was very interesting. Sean O'Malley and Cody Garbrandt almost went at it, but I think that was it was mostly for show. They're like, let's do it right now, but you knew it wasn't gonna happen. You can't touch each other before the fight. You're both gone. Remember that happened when during the face-offs when little heathen Jeremy Stevens pushed who was a Benel Dariush and gave him whiplash or something. Anyway, it's if you have time, go ahead check the media, the press conference out, media day, whatever you want to call it. I didn't watch the whole thing. I caught it kind of late toward the end, but I did catch at least the second half of it. But anyway, let's break down these fights with starting off with the feature fight, Geoff Hands of Steel and Santiago Ponzinibbio. The favorite here, the lines moved and then they moved back. They were in the beginning they were -110 each side. That's what they are right now. These odds are from Bet Online as of just now. Yes, this morning though, when I was gonna set this show up this morning, they were Santiago Ponzinibbio was -130. So throughout the day, money came in on Ponzinibbio. Geoff Neal was a +110. So after watching the media stuff, and I don't know, but Ponzinibbio, the Argentine Dagger, he came. What? I'm doing a show, Nar. He was in the press conference. He was all business. He's like, I'm the best shape I've ever been. He has broken English because he's from Argentina. But he's pretty much saying he's going to knock out Geoff Neal. Of course, Geoff Neal's saying the same thing. He's going to knock out Ponzinibbio. I urge you guys, if you have time, check it out. But don't check it out too long, because tonight, in a couple hours actually, I will be doing my live stream discussing every fight on this card. But as I promised, I'm going to get through this. So, Geoff Neal, let's start with him, might as well. Hands of steel, Geoff Neal is coming off a loss to Neal Magny. He lost by unanimous decision, but Neal Magny, he's a pretty good fighter. Before that, he lost to Wonder Boy Stephen Thompson, also unanimous decision. So he's coming off of 2 losses, which isn't a good look for him. He's 3-2 in his last 5. He's fighting out of Fortis MMA down in Dallas, Texas. He does have a 2-inch reach advantage. But his opponent, the little bit older Santiago Ponzinibbio, Ponzinibbio is 35, Geoff Neal's 31, so not a big age discrepancy there, but I guess you could say the age advantage goes to Geoff Neal. But Santiago Ponzinibbio, 28-4. Look at how many more fights he has as a professional. 28-13. They both have 4 losses, but Ponzinibbio has double the amount of wins as Geoff Neal. Okay, the Argentine Dagger is coming off a win over a good Miguel Baeza. Miguel Baeza, I had him picked actually to win that fight, but Santiago Ponzinibbio shut that down for me and won a unanimous decision there. Before that, he lost to Jingliang Li. He left hook round 1, so he got caught. But Jingliang Li, he's a good welterweight. He's a good fighter. And here's where the MMA math, if you want to get involved. Santiago Ponzinibbio has a win over Neal Magny. Geoff Neal just coming off a recent loss to him. And Santiago Ponzinibbio didn't only beat him, he knocked him out. Round 4. So it shows he went into the championship rounds, later rounds. They're headlining. That's why it wasn't for a belt or nothing, but they're headlining a fight night, I believe, and knocked Neal Magny out in round 4. So Santiago 4-1 in his last 5. His only loss coming to Jingliang Li in his last 5. He's fighting out of American Top Team, the American Top Team down in Coconut Creek, Florida. I mean, no shade on Geoff Neal, because Geoff Neal's coming out of Fortis MMA. Both very good training facilities, but I'm saying Santiago seems like he's probably it's even. Coin flip odds, I want to say he should be the favorite in this, just going off what I'm reading to you. He does have 1-inch height advantage, but 1 inch is really nothing. Let's see what these cappers have to say in this very close feature fight. Okay, taking Santiago Ponzinibbio, we have Johnny K. Picks. I like Johnny K. Picks. He's a pretty stand-up dude. Johnny K. is saying Ponzinibbio should get the decision victory here. Okay, jumping over, taking Geoff Neal, though, we have the MMA Prediction Guru. Not the guru from the UK, the one from California that doesn't wear the stupid knit cap. I say stupid, but I know it's his trademark. I like it, whatever. But MMA Prediction Guru taking Geoff Neal. Then we've got Burt MMA, young gentleman. Burt is saying also Ponzinibbio by decision. Geoff Neal does have durability about him. He's pretty durable. I mean, his losses are to decision, usually. I don't know if he's been knocked out. I didn't go that far into his capology. But then we have taken Geoff Neal. We have Brady from DFS by the numbers, 1/2 of the Stat Diggers, and he thinks Hands of Steel should get the knockout over big-eared Ponzinibbio. Man, Ponzinibbio, he's got the cauliflower ears, and they are big. I was like, that dude can hear you from a mile away. If watches the media day, they are out there. I love it. They're great. And for the tiebreaker, taking to break the tie here, we've got Greedo Plays. I love Greedo. He's more of a NFL gamer. That's majority of his videos are NFL. He does seasons of NFL. He does seasons of baseball also. This year he's doing a season with the Giants. I don't know why he picked them, but I don't really watch that stuff. But his UFC breakdowns are top notch. He has good visuals. He has good content. He knows what he's talking about. I like his MMA breakdowns. I will continue using Greedo as long as he keeps putting out videos. I really enjoy his stuff. But Greedo in this side is taking the Argentine dagger, Santiago Ponzinibbio, and he's also taking him by decision. You see the trend there. The majority of the campers are taking Ponzinibbio, and they're taking him by decision. I too, if you couldn't tell by how I broke this down, am leaning that way, just because he's got more fight experience. He's got more recency, a better recent record. He didn't get arrested for DUI. He didn't get gun charges. He doesn't have that crap on his mind. He's going in there head straight, head strong. The media day, he looked confident. He said he was in the best shape of his life. And Geoff Neal, he didn't show that. He showed composure and everything. He dressed nice. He had a nice suit on, looked clean cut and all that. But is he gonna wear that? He's gonna wear that outfit to court? Maybe. But anyway, Ponzinibbio, I think, is gonna get it done. I'm gonna go with the majority of the cappers and say by decision. I don't think he's gonna knock out or submit Geoff Neal, but I'm gonna take Ponzinibbio. Even if Geoff Neal didn't get arrested and get those charges dropped on him, I still was leaning Ponzinibbio when I first saw this fight, this matchup. Moving on. Next, we've got the huge favorite, the GOAT, greatest of all time in female martial arts, mixed martial arts, Amanda Nunes, the Lioness, taking on the Venezuelan vixen, the American Juliana Pena. Now, Juliana Pena is saying way back since UFC 200, Amanda Nunes has been ducking her. Like she called out Amanda Nunes or something, and Amanda Nunes did not. I don't know all the details, but Juliana Pena is saying Nunes has ducked her, has tried to avoid fighting her. But there's some, and look at the odds. Minus 1,200 for Amanda Nunes. Juliana Pena, plus 800. That is disgusting odds. But we got to see, does Juliana Pena have any shot at all? That's the question here. Does she have a shot? I'm going to explain. I like playing the side of the contrarian. Let me explain what I'm talking about. First, let's talk about the huge favorite in the Lioness, Amanda Nunes. She's coming off a win against Megan Anderson. That was at 145, where there's only like 5 females in the entire weight class. In that whole division, as far as I know, it's like Megan Anderson, Felicia Spencer just retired abruptly. Norma Dumas, Leah Letson, I think she might be up there, and then we got a couple like up and comers and stragglers. There's some fighters there's that girl from PFL, what's her name? She's undefeated too. She's good. She's won the $1 million tournament over in PFL a few times. I can picture her. Her name's right there at the tip of my tongue. She weighs like 153. She's like a judo Olympian. What is her name? It's gonna bug me. But anyway, I'm not gonna look it up. I don't have time. But anyway, if the people in the chat, go ahead, fill that blank in for me, please. I can totally. She's blonde hair, bigger woman, and her name's right there, tip of my tongue. I just can't. It might come to me before the end of the show. But anyway, Amanda Nunes is on a 12-fight win streak. Last time she lost was against Kat Zingano. That was a ground and pound round 3. Ground and pound by Kat Zingano. Now get this, Juliana Pena. she beat Kat Zingano. So if you want to look at that, you can say, hey, Amanda Nunes, I beat Kat Zingano. Can you say that? And she should have brought that up. But you know, during the media day, they were just going back and forth. And you know, Amanda Nunes, her English isn't all that, so it was all broken. She's like, oh, the reason I didn't fight you is because you were losing. You lost, you're loser, and all this crap. And Peña's like, what do you mean? I beat the same girls you beat. Like, I beat McCann or whatever, and Sarah McCann and all that crap. But the thing is, Sarah McMahon, and she did beat her rear naked choke round 3, and that was right around that. I think that was like right around UFC 200. I don't know that. I didn't look back that far. But the thing is, Juliana Pena, she's known for her BJJ. She's known for her ground game. But she got stand-up guillotine choked by kickboxer Germaine Durandamine. Amanda Nunes made, I think she's beat Germaine Durandamine. So Amanda Nunes is definitely the highly touted. She's beat plenty of women that Juliana Pena has lost. But if you want to look at it, they both have the same amount of losses. However, Peña's are more recent. Nunes hasn't lost since 2014. That was forever ago, and that was to Kat Zingano, who Juliana Pena beat. Okay? Like I said, I'm just making an argument for Juliana Pena. I'm not saying I'm taking her, just making an argument, okay? Amanda Nunes does have a 2-inch height advantage. They have the same reach. Amanda Nunes fights out of MMA Masters and American Top Team. That's where Nina Nunes, her wife, that's where she trains out of American Top Team. On media day, her little baby daughter was there, but she gave respect. She was like, Juliana Pena, she's also a mother. She knows how it is. Women with children, it gives you more incentive to want to win and all that. You know, I found that was very respectful. And Juliana Pena, she didn't have any comment to that because she knows exactly, she's a mother of children too. So anyway, Kayla Harrison, that's the girl from PFL, the undefeated. She's like 14-0, but she's making millions in PFL. Why is she gonna come to UFC just to lose to Amanda Nunes? But I'm saying if there's not really monetary, I think she won the $1 million tournament twice. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I know she won at least once. And undefeated, the girl, Kayla Harrison, she would have to suck down and weight because, like I said, I think her last weigh-in, she was 153. So she would have to bring it down to 145. But here's a kicker also. This fight is at bantamweight 135, where when Amanda Nunes fought Germaine Durandamine, she would not fight her at 135. She said, now I'll fight you, but it's going to be at 145. Now, why is that? Is it because she's the champ? She's a champ of both weight divisions. Juliana Pena, they asked her media day, would you, if you happen to win this weekend, would you rematch her and would you try to go for 145? She's like, no, 145 is not my weight class. 135 is my weight class. I think there might be something there. Like, Amanda Nunes might not be as good at 135 as she is at 145. She's going to have to probably suck. I think, I want to say everybody except for Priscilla Cachoeira made weight today. Priscilla Cachoeira, she missed weight by 3 pounds, but I think that might have been a play in her advantage because she's a striker going against a grappler. If she gets an extra 3 pounds behind her punch against Jillian Robertson. But that's for a later talk. That's for tonight on the live stream. But we're back to this. I'm just saying, Amanda Nunes, the Lioness, she's on a 12-fight win streak. She should walk all over Juliana Pena. I was just trying to make an argument for Juliana Pena. Juliana Pena is coming in with full confidence. You can tell that in the media day. She was like, it's no maybe if I beat her. She's like, I'm gonna beat her. Plus 800, I might have to sprinkle just because this is down at 135, where Amanda Nunes does not like to fight down there. Like I said, she did not want to fight Durandamine at 135. She insisted she goes up to fight her at 145. So, I mean, I don't know. And she went to split decision against Valentina Shevchenko at a split decision, meaning a judge had Valentina in that, and that was a 135. I don't know. I'm not saying Peña is gonna win, but I'm saying there's an argument for her. So let's throw out all these cappers. I mean, oh, by the way, Peña, when she beat Kat Zingano, that was 2016. When Nunes lost to Kat Zingano, that was 2014. And remember, Kat Zingano knocked Nunes out, ground and pound, round 3. Juliana Pena beat Kat Zingano, unanimous decision. Juliana Pena fights out of Sick Jitsu. That's in Spokane, Washington. That's where Michael Chiesa, that's where he trains out of. Just thought I'd throw that in there too. All right, let's throw all these capper names over on Man Nunez side. We've got Greedo. He thinks Peña will make it out of the first round because of her confidence, but get knocked out in round 2. Then we've got DFS. DFS says Nunez is going to beat her at her own game. She's at that point where, like John Jones, where they take the strength, but Media Day says no. But DFS thinks Brady says Nunez is going to show her up at what she's best at, and Peña's path to victory is jiu-jitsu and grappling. So DFS says Nunez, just because that, is going to submit her. But Media Day, somebody asked her about that, like the same thing, like the same question. Like, now that you've taken on all these opponents and nobody's even held the flame to you, do you play with these girls? And Amanda Nunes is like, no, I don't play. I just go in to win. I'm going to beat her. I'm going to finish her. I'm going to finish her probably early. Before the end of the fight, she's like, I have 25 minutes in there to get the job done. I'm going to get the job done. But I don't know. I think if I have to lean one way, I don't think she's going to do it by submission. I think she's probably going to try to do it on feet by TKO. But anyway, Bert, he's on the same plan as DFS. He thinks Amanda Nunes, just because, is going to submit her second or third round. Johnny K, he thinks he's going to go right to the bread and butter and get a knockout for Amanda Nunes, Lioness. And the MMA prediction crew is taking Juliana Pena. I love him for that. He's being the contrarian picker here. And he is, I thought this for sure this was going to be a full capper consensus. But the prediction guru, and that's what made me take a better, deeper look at this, and he brought up the points, like he brought up the whole thing about Peña does not like to fight at 135. She's a champ, like both weight classes, but if she has a choice, she would take it at 145, where she's more comfortable. And why is that? Because you got to suck that 10 pounds to get down to 135, meaning you're compromising your energy. You're sapping your energy. It's not like she walks around at probably 145, even maybe a little bit higher. So she's got to suck weight down to 135 to fight Juliana Pena. Juliana Pena said her natural weight's 135. She doesn't want to, if she wins at 135, she'll take a rematch automatically, but she's not jumping up in class. She's not going to 145. She told the interviewer that straight out. She's like, no, 135 is where I'm going to be champ, and that's where I'm going to stay. 135. I don't care about 145. Keep that shit. So, MMA prediction guru, God bless you for being the contrarian. I like it. Plus 800. You know, I'm not a fool, but a fool and his money are soon parted. Well, I'm not a fool. My pick is going to be on Amanda Nunes. I think she should be able to get it done. And I think she's going to get it done within distance. I don't know if she's going to play the ground game where she, because I don't know. I think she realizes Peña does have ground submission ability, and that's probably her only path to victory. And I saw a little bit of doubt. I don't know. Maybe it was just me and it was the broken English, but yeah. And the whole thing, like Prediction Guru said, the whole weight class down at 135. Amanda Nunes might be champ there, but it's not like, I don't know. Something's funny. But I'm going to say probably KO. In Tapology, I'm picking Amanda Nunes by knockout. I'm going to probably round 2 or 3. I don't know. But I will hedge bet because plus 800, that's a lotto ticket right there. I'll throw $10 on that to make 80. Why not? I got enough in my bet online balance, my online gambling balance where I can take a risk on. I mean, I throw money at stupid video slots. $10 is not. I pissed through $10 on just stupid video slot machines, so I can throw a $10 bet on Julia Pena to possibly get some sort of crazy. So, like, I don't think she's gonna submit her, but she might edge out maybe a decision. I don't know. It's just plus 800. I have to, because if I don't, I'm gonna. And if she does somehow work her way to some sort of a crazy victory, I'm gonna kick myself in the ass for not doing it. But my pick on Tapology is Amanda Nunes. So we'll say round 2 knockout. But Juliana Pena, I'm going to be rooting for her. I don't know. I like it. I like MMA Prediction Guru, and that's why I had to do this show just to show that there's not a full capper consensus on that. Like some people, Hype Check, Levi, he didn't even cover the fight. He skipped right over it because it's not worth talking about. E-Money, pretty much, he did mention it, but he pretty much the same shit. Guru, MMA Guru with the knit cap, he was like, nobody cares. Everyone's picking Amanda Nunes. They're questioning how. A lot of people are just like, whatever. They're gonna go have a Coke and have a pop and popcorn, whatever. They're gonna do whatever they have to. They're not probably, Amanda Nunes is gonna. I hope for the big upset. I like dogs. I like the upset. I like seeing that little, and it's a fight. It's a female against another female. Professional fighters. Moving on to the main event. We've got Charles Oliveira Garbrandt, the defending champion. Plus money defending champion. You don't see that much. He's on a 9-fight win streak, and he's plus money against Dustin Poirier Diamond. Dustin Poirier, he's coming off those back-to-back wins against Conor McGregor. The one doctor stoppage, the other one he knocked him out round 2. Well, most recently is the doctor stoppage. Conor McGregor broke his leg or something. The first one was a round 2 knockout. But after Conor McGregor made all those millions fighting Floyd Mayweather, he kind of, I don't know, I think he lost a little bit of something. Like, he doesn't really, he's not doing it for the money, and he doesn't have as much drive. Dustin Poirier, he's helping out poverty-stricken kids, impoverished children. He's helping out like orphans and stuff. He's being like that good guy. Dustin Poirier. He's got the hot sauce. He stopped a little media, argument by saying everybody gets a bottle of hot sauce. Media Day was fun. I enjoyed it. But what I did watch of it, Dustin Poirier, he's 4-1 his last 5. His only loss is to the male GOAT, Khabib. He got rear naked choked by Khabib. That was in 2019, but Khabib beats everybody. However, his fight against Dan Hooker, he did where he beat Dan Hooker unanimous decision. But I think Dan Hooker, the Australian Dan Hooker, did have a couple takedowns on him. I think Dustin Poirier does have holes in his defense against takedowns. I'm not saying Charlie Olives is a takedown machine or anything like that, but there's room. He comes out of Charles Oliveira comes out of Shoot Box Diego Lima, Brazilian. He's got some ground game. He's got some wrestling. He's well-rounded. He does have a 1-inch height and 1-inch reach advantage. He also fights out of Oliveira. Also, besides Shoot Box Diego Lima, he also fights out of the Gold Team Texas, which I think is his striking, where he does his striking training. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. But anyway, Garbrandt is coming off a win against Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler, everybody was real high on him. Garbrandt's ground and pound round 2. Michael Chandler. And Michael Chandler's, he's great, you know. Like I said, he's on a 9-fight win streak. The undisputed champion, 9-fight win streak. Plus money. Plus money. He does have more losses than Poirier's 31-8. Dustin Poirier 28-6. This is going to be a very good fight. I'm looking forward to it. Dustin Poirier fights out American Top Team. You know, no shade on that. And Boca Boxing District. Boca Boxing District is where he does his striking training. His boxing, obviously. That's in Boca Raton, Florida. But I think he spends majority of his camp at ATT, American Top Team. But it is listed as a facility, not primary, but as a striking facility for Dustin Diamond Poirier. With the Louisiana hot sauce. I gotta get me some of that. But anyway, let's see what the cappers have to say about this championship lightweight fight between Charlie Olives and Diamond Dustin Poirier. We've got taking the favorite, not champion, but favorite in Dustin Poirier. We've got Bert. Bert is saying Poirier should get the knockout round 3. Okay, Bert. I like that. Then we got DFS by the numbers taking Oliveira, and he says by submission for Charlie Olives. Like I said, I think he does have the better ground game, better submission wrestling when it gets down to the ground. Poirier, he was rear naked choked by Khabib, but he has a tendency I've heard he has a tendency of leaving his neck exposed for rear naked chokes and guillotines. I mean, if you look at his recent fights, they've been against strikers for the most part. Dan Hooker's a striker. Conor twice, of course, a striker. So you got to consider the quality of his opponents too. Also taking Dustin Poirier, we've got Greedo. He is saying knockout round 1 for Dustin Poirier. Poirier. Is it Poirier? He's Louisiana. They have that French district, so we'll say Poirier. Then we got the MMA prediction guru also taking Charlie Olives by submission. That's two taking the undisputed champ by submission, and 2 taking Dustin Poirier, the favorite challenger, by knockout. So we have one guy as the tiebreaker, and who's that going to be, and how's he going to take it? What side is he taking? You know it's Johnny K, because he's the only one I haven't put up there yet. Johnny K is taking Dustin Diamond Poirier, and he is not taking him by knockout though. He thinks Dustin Poirier is going to get the decision victory. Hey, it could happen. These championship, the headliners have been going decision every, I don't even know how many fights deep, like how many events, but it seems like all these, since I don't even know when the last headlining fight hasn't gone to decision. All these have been going to decision. So, Johnny K, that's a good pick on your part. Now, I am going to have to jump on the side of Charlie Olives. He's a defending champ. I think people are they're downplaying he's on a 9-fight win streak. He's defending champ at plus money, plus 117. I think he's going to get it done. I think he's going to get it done by submission. I do love Dustin Poirier. I love what he's doing for the kids and donating his hot sauce money to orphanages or whatever, impoverished children. I think that is phenomenal. What a great person for humankind. Like what are they called? Philanthropist. What fantastic Dustin Poirier. Fantastic. You are elite. You're an elite human being. I hope a lot of these people aspire to become more like you. But when it comes to this fight, I'm going to take the champ to retain his belt. I don't think it's going to be an new. I think people are, counting out Oliveira. I know Dustin Poirier, he's a fan favorite because of his contributions to humankind and his philanthropy and all his good-natured outside the fight type things, and he's a decent human being. But Charlie Olives, I think, is going to submit him. So I'm going to take Charles Oliveira to get this done by submission. So there you have it. Sorry I rambled so much, but this is a great card, man. I'm looking forward to it. So to recap, hold on, I hear the pitter patter. Oh, she's coming from all the way upstairs. She must have heard me. So to recap. Time check. I've been on for way too long. Oh yeah, I'm running over. But anyway, to recap, I've got Santiago Ponzinibbio. Even before the arrest, I already had him. I think he's going to get a decision victory over Geoff Neal. And I think it's, I'm pretty confident. Geoff Neal, I was disappointed in his last showing against Neil Magny. I saw he seemed like he was gassed in the later rounds. I just don't see it happening for him. Hands of steel. Plus, now he's got the arrest on his mind. He's out on $10,000 or $2,000 bond. Gun. Why do you got to carry around a gun? Really, Geoff Neal? What are you, a gangbanger? Why? Unnecessary. But anyway, I still do. Don't get me wrong. I like hands of steel, Geoff Neal, but Santiago Ponzinibbio is going to beat him by decision. Then I've got Amanda Nunes. Of course, I'm taking Amanda Nunes to get the job done against Juliana Pena, but I am going to throw a little bit on Peña just because she's plus 800 now, and she's confident. I like her confidence level, and it's at 135, her natural weight class, which there's weight classes for a reason, and there's a reason why Amanda did not want to fight Jermaine Durandamine at 135. I don't know why, but there's a reason behind that. So, and Peña, she has a win against Kat Zingano. Amanda Nunes can't say that. She's got a loss against her. She got TKO'd. Round 3 against Kat Zingano. Kat Zingano's like 40 now, 39 years old. 39, so she's too old for the game. But in this fight, Amanda Nunes is actually 33 and Peña's 32, so I mean, not a big, there's no age discrepancy there, whatever, it is what it is, but I'm saying, and I bet you if you ask Kat Zingano who's going to win this, she's going to tell you, well, I beat Amanda Nunes, I lost to Juliana Pena. Hey, MMA math, it's a thing. But anyway, that should be a next shirt, BC Dave, make it up. Or I'll make it. If there's not a shirt, I'm gonna make one. MMA math. It's a thing. It's really not a thing. It does exist, but it's so stupid. You can't go. It's matchups are the thing. Like your matchup against your other opponent, that's the thing. But Finally, I'm taking Charlie Olives to beat Dustin Diamond Poirier in a very close fight, but I think Oliveira is going to get him to the ground, expose him, get some sort of a choke on him, and submit Dustin Poirier to retain his belt and move on to the next championship contender. But God bless Dustin Poirier for being a great human being. Anyway, thanks for watching. Give me that thumbs up. Fill the comments with whatever you got to say. By the time this finishes uploading, I will be starting probably my live stream that is coming in very soon, probably like in an hour by the time this thing uploads. I only made this just cause I don't expect a lot of people to. I'd rather have more people in the live stream tonight in the chat where I go over every single fight with BC Dave that's on tonight's card. Maybe Mbe will make an appearance. I don't know. She might have plans with her boyfriend. He's not a big UFC fan. She actually said he gets annoyed when she listens to podcasts and stuff, but whatever. So if she's there or if she's not, either way, I want you to tune into the live stream. Go ahead, speak your mind in the live stream. I do read the comments despite what Josh Aragon thinks, and I do interact, but I just don't put the whole show around the chat. Especially if you're talking stuff outside of, if you're talking about sour cream on tacos, I'm not going to discuss that. That's why if I'm drunk going into a over 4-hour stream, then yeah, I'll talk about that stupid shit, but I'd rather focus on the topic at hand, and that is UFC 269. It's going to be a great card. Thanks for watching. Good luck on your bets tomorrow, and be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I hope to see you all tonight on the live stream. Thanks for watching. Good luck. Bye.